real, raw, and rare. You're listening to DDRL, Debbie Diaz reporting live, featuring the vagina. Featuring the vaginas. Hi, this is Debbie Diaz reporting live, literally live. And this is my second round today because let me just do a little number right there. Oh, because I can never get the microphone perfect. Maybe I'm turning into a little OCD when it comes to this microphone setup, but I don't think so, because it's all about the audio, and it's all about the audio is basically what podcasting is about. So I don't think I'm being too OCD. I'm just being OCD. Perfectionist. But because it sounds like shit sometimes, and I don't like to give off, shit sounding shit. So how is everybody doing today on your beautiful, what is today? Monday? Almost Tuesday. Everything happens on a Tuesday. I'm telling you, like, fuck the weekends. It's Tuesday that the shit goes downtown Julie Brown. And actually, it went downtown Julie Brown on a Monday for me, because I had an encounter with one of my enemies. That's right. And I'm not talking about a human enemy, for once. I'm talking about a critter. Yes, a critter. I don't even know what they are. It's a fucking frog. A fucking frog attacked me, and I am going to get into this in a moment, because it's therapy for me. It's therapy for me to talk about this and get it off my chest, because I don't know why. Just because sometimes talking about things is also supposed to be therapeutic for you to heal and to get over things. So that's what I'm doing. Run and tell that bitch. So I'm a little freaked out because I am deathly afraid of insects. Like, I have an insect phobia, and there's a name for it too. It begins with the E. It's like endophobia, something. I don't feel like Googling it right now. It just is a weird word that means afraid, panic attack, PTSD of insects, anything creepy crawly or that flies, crawls, digs a hole, whatever. So that includes ladybugs and any butterflies as well. Yes, I'm even scared of those things. And I've been trying to figure out where this stems from and how I created such a pussy out of myself. Because I remember as a kid, I used to take a magnifying glass and I would light bitches on fire, with insects and, from the sun, all that digging the dirt. I mean, I was all tomboyed up. And nowadays, I am not tomboyed up. I'm like, ew, like bougie, stay away from the type of bitch. And there's no money in the world that you could give me to change that either. I don't know if I have to be hypnotized or what. I don't know if it's the age thing or if I've like worked myself up into a paranoia. Either way, I don't really like. I mean, I'm not trying to swing the other way, because ew. So I really do think it stems from watching too much biology classes or science. Maybe I cheated my way through high school and stuff through my science and biology classes, that it's biting me in the ass later in life. So now I actually have an interest in that stuff. And so now I have watched all the shows and the documentaries on science and in microscopic view, and the origin of these creatures, and it has ruined me. It has, under a microscope, things have ruined me. So, and now I overanalyze it to a point where I just have worked myself up to a panic attack, and I'm deathly scared of these creatures. I was fine and dandy until I was like touching bugs and didn't give a shit, killing spiders, daddy longlingers, whatever. I didn't care. But now, can't even do a butterfly. Like, I can't even do a ladybug butterfly, because I already know what it looks like under a microscope, and it's nasty. It's disgusting. It's gross, and I just don't want nothing to do with it. So knowing what it looks like under a microscope can change your view on a lot of shit. So if you want to be afraid of bugs and insects and that, go to Amazon, order your ass a microscope, get a bug and put it under that bitch, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Like flies, oh my gosh, that's its own topic subject. Flies are the worst type of insect ever. I literally see a fly coming and I get angry. I get angry and I get like like who's responsible for this fucking fly in here? Like who left the door open? Who left the food out? I mean, it's just because I did not know that flies like those like maggots. I didn't know that those worm, nasty ass, white, disgusting things come from flies. I had all my life. I've been allowing a fly to land on my hamburger or something at a barbecue, like for a split second, flicking it off, and still eating that fucking hamburger. Ugh. Like it's gonna throw up right now. Like I had no idea that those things were spitting out fucking larvas of like maggots all over the fucking place. No idea. The only way that I figured that out in life, of course, the hard way, because I had to figure everything out the hard way. I left a, I forgot to take the garbage out for the two garbage rounds one time, and we get our garbage picked up twice a week. And in Florida, it's necessity to get your garbage out because of the situation I'm about to explain. So I don't know what it is, but there's something about my son and I are just so oblivious of garbage days. We just can't figure out when it's garbage night. Like we literally have to like have um, Siri remind us. We have to have it written down on a wall. We have to go outside and look at the neighbors. And every fucking other day we have to do this. It's so annoying. I don't know why we just can't remember which nights are garbage nights. And then when we do figure out what garbage night it is, it's like, oh, is it both cans, or is it just recyclable bin, or is it the gray can? And then we're like, it's just like a clusterfuck. This has been going on for years. I don't know how we cure this situation. Lord help us. So other than that, my phone was just talking to me again. So from that point, I just I forgot. I forgot about garbage, and I one cycle went by. I'm like, oh, I'll get it the next one. I'll get it the next garbage day, and boom, I forgot that one too. So from that point, there's a long like strip of days that go by before the next garbage pickup. I think like the weekend comes, so there's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. It's a good little chunk of time there. Like 4 days go by, and then the next garbage pickup. Well, I must have had some sort of nasty ass, carcass of some sort of like animals in my garbage mixed with disgusting old food. Who knows, what I did, but it had a little bit of a funk in the garage. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the garbage again. Well, it was Mother's Day, and I will never forget this Mother's Day because I was supposed to go to my son's house and my oldest son for a Mother's Day breakfast. And or lunch. It was a lunch. And I started drinking champagne that morning, like popping bottles, like it's going out of style. I'm like, it's Mother's Day. I'm gonna celebrate being a mom. I'm gonna pop bottles with myself, and I'm getting pretty buzzed, right? I'm about to kill my first bottle, and it's not even noon yet, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And my son comes home, the youngest one. He comes home from a sleepover, and he rings the doorbell, and I'm like, what the hell is he ringing the doorbell for? Well, he rings the doorbell because he stayed a night over at a neighbor's house, and he was just destroyed in like mud, and he was just a mess. They went outside and wrestled and got mud all over. I mean, he was a hot mess. So I told his ass to strip down, right outside the door. I'm like, you ain't coming in. You ain't coming in, bitch. You ain't shipping shit, bitch. Get that shit off, bitch. And so made him strip down like naked and then fly over to the shower. But I took his clothes and, I'm all happy and bubbly 'cause I'm a happy drunk. I take his clothes by the finger like this. And I'm ew, ew. And I go to the garage and I open up the garage door from the laundry room. And Lord behold, ahead of me, I see in the darkness, because it was sunny out and everything, but like the other garage door shut, it's dark, right? But a strip of sun was coming in, and I could see these specks, like these little specks from the garage door, or from the entrance of the house part. And I turn on the light, and oh my God, like there were millions of these larva looking maggots everywhere. I mean, they were everywhere. When I say everywhere, I felt like I was in that old movie from the 70s or something, that the bees movie, or arachnophobia or some shit like that. I literally felt like I didn't, I mean, I usually have a solution to every situation I'm in, no matter what. I was dumbfounded at this point. I was dumbfounded and I was shaking. My buzz, gone. Like, what buzz? I didn't even realize I had a buzz at all. Like, I was in a different mindset, a different mode, and I was fucked. So I just was like, great. There goes my fucking buzz. There goes my like waste of champagne. There goes my Mother's Day morning, and now I have to do some strenuous extermination shit on a Sunday and get rid of these fucking things. So I'm not leaving this house until I clean these things or get rid of these things. So I go to town and I don't even know how I got the garage door open because it was, oh, I think it worked at that time. It's not working right now. So I hit the button, and I mean, when the sunlight came in the garage, I even saw them. And they don't run either. These things just like are planted. They're like, boop. They don't give a fuck who's around them, what's about them, or who's nothing. Because you know why? These things are made of armored shield. I used every like cleaning detergent, bleach, you name it, on these fuckers, and they wouldn't die. They just were like, "Fuck you, bitch. We don't give a fuck what you dump on us. We are not dying anytime soon, bitch, and we're just gonna keep multiplying." I mean, you blink in your eyes, and boom, there's more. I literally thought that they were like reproducing in front of my eyes. They probably were. They probably were. They're so disgusting, and it still didn't fathom to me that they came from the fly until I mentioned something to somebody that had some common sense around me. I was like, these fucking bugs, like, where are these coming? They're like, oh my god, those come from that stupid flies. I'm like, are you fucking serious? These things come from flies. And then I kind of had this disgusting aha moment, like, oh my, a realization. I had like this realism that, oh, I flashed back through my entire life of every barbecue that I ever went to. And I just like sat there, oh my, disgusted with myself that I have never Googled where the fuck these things came from. I don't know why, because I never really been around them this many, and I never had a reason to look these things up until that day. So not only was I looking up these fuckers, I also was looking up how to kill them because they are impossible to die. Like when I say infestation of these things, 1 week of missing my garbage in Florida caused an infestation on the walls, on the cans, on the furniture, on everything. They were in the back of my garage, like towards the corner where I have storage. They were everywhere. They were where there was no food. They didn't give a fuck. They were on the ceiling. They were on the ground. They were everywhere. I just, just words just can't explain how I felt that day. I was in tunnel vision. I'm surprised that I didn't fall down in the fetal position and die because I just knew that I was the only one that could handle, or the only one that was going to take responsibility of the situation because it was my fault. And I also had no one else to say, pawn it off on, like, hey, I was, there with kids. Hey, kids, come on out here, play with these, like, ugly ass maggots, So I took the hose into the garage and I didn't give a fuck. I just sprayed the shit out of the garage and I mean, everything got wet. Everything got wet and drenched. I was out there for hours. When I say hours, I mean hours. My son was calling me. He's like, Mom, where are you? Like, the food's getting cold. We're waiting on you. And keep in mind that he had the spread all ready for me for Mother's Day. It was such a cute and thoughtful effort on his behalf. And I ruined it. I ruined it because I was late. I was hours late, not just minutes. I was hours late, and I felt terrible. And nobody over there understood exactly the situation of how nasty it was. I just couldn't leave my house and go somewhere and eat. First off, leaving all those things like, to keep reproducing in my garage. Like I just had to put an end to it. My mind was racing. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So after hours of blood, sweat, and glory, not really glory, terror, I still had to leave there because it was morning time. I was getting drunk, and then that got ruined. And I had a kid that was all in mud. Got that situation situated, and then from that point, I had to deal with maggots. Well, I didn't have a pressure washer or nothing like that. I'm using the end of the hose with my thumb, trying to grab that pressure, like die, bitch, die. And not only was I just spraying them out of the garage, they were going into my yard. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I can never go barefoot outside my front yard ever again. Because now these things are all in my front yard and in my driveway. They're going to get in my car. I mean, I moved the car out to the road. It was just gross. And it's just like they kept appearing. I mean, this one, and I like to hang out in my garage, I'm a she shed type of bitch. So that was ruined. I already said that in my head, like, there goes hanging out in this bitch anymore. I am not coming out here because these things are everywhere. So weeks go by, right? Weeks go by, and I still am finding these things in the garage. That's how bad this infestation was. So the moral of my story is if you forget to take your garbage out in Florida, you're fucked. You're fucked and you're fucked. Or at least make sure this is what happens. If I do miss a day, first off, I am so on top of the garbage. I will be anywhere and I'm like, oh, it's garbage night. It's garbage night. Do the garbage out. I literally have terror PTSD of missing the garbage. So I will literally just like go insane if I miss a garbage day. And so now I spray bleach and whatever chemicals are near me on the garbage cans, around them, on the bottom, above them, anywhere I can to make sure that I do not run into any sort of fly situation and have that maggot terror attack again because, oh, I just, this makes me sick to my stomach even talking about this. And this is not therapeutic. This is a situation where I just wanted to like let it go and move on with my life, but obviously I just brought it back up for no reason. And now I'm looking around the garage because I'm in it right now, like all paranoid again because not only the maggot situation, which the garbage is under control. You know, the garbage did go out. The I had another attack yesterday. Well, just I don't know. I'm putting myself in these situations because I am out in the she shed. It's out in my garage, but the she shed has been converted into a studio and it looks really cute out here. I'll send some pictures soon. But there still has been living creatures in the garage. You know, like everybody has some sort of thing in their garage or whatever. Well, needless to say, I apparently still have a giant fucking frog out here. And the frog thing stems from not only just recently. I have had another attack with frogs, and it's one of my very first podcasts that I did, and you can check it out. I think it's like labeled "I got attacked by a frog," but I had a redneck hot tub out in the backyard and in the lanai, and a redneck hot tub is a like kiddie pool, not really a kiddie pool, like one of those nice kiddie pools that I've converted into a hot tub because I'm just too lazy to maintain a real one, and I just there's no other reason. It's just because I'm lazy, and these can be thrown away without any financial, devastation to the pocket. So every year, season towards summer here, I would get a new one because heaven forbid I keep up the maintenance on one and reuse the same one. So I would throw them away. Well, this one year, I think this was like 2 years ago, I totally neglected the redneck hot tub. I just left it out there, and I just left it out there, and I I just got bit in the ass for doing that because when you neglect a redneck hot tub out in your yard, I don't know if it's just me, but it's probably just me. These fucking tree frogs infestationed into the pool. And how I found that out is one night it was raining. It was kind of a rainy season, I think we had, and I kept hearing that. I'm like, oh, it's just those little tree frogs. They'll float away with the rain. Blah 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 blah. Well, they didn't float away. They kept on reproducing, and I just let it, slide. I'm like, oh, they're just coming out at night, no big deal. Well, it wasn't until I started hearing like orchestra happening in just my yard. I'm like, maybe it's my neighbor's yard too. I'm like, no, no, bitch. It was my yard. And how I found this out is I went out there in the morning to grill something on my charcoal grill. So I went out there to light up the shit, and I stepped in the pool. Like the pool, the redneck hot tub was right located in my walking path to the grill. And so I had to step in it to get to the grill. I stepped in it and I noticed specks of, blackness in the pool, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I was half awake, half asleep type thing. And so I step into it and then I open up the lid to the grill and I look down at my feet. And that's when I notice, holy shit, the things that were black in the redneck hot tub were moving and they had fucking tails. So I literally just dropped the grill, the lid went like big fucking boom noise, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I turn around, I flip my body around so quick, and my foot, it was kind of slimy on the bottom of the redneck hot tub. It wasn't like green slimy, but it had a little layer on it. And then I went to sprint my ass out of that situation, but my feet slipped, and they slipped and they went like I was going down for this gymnastics Olympic split, which there's no way in heaven and fucking hell I could do a split. Never have been able to do one. not that flexible. So as I'm like sprinting, trying to get out of this pool, and I'm slipping into this sprint or this split like this, I could feel my body ready to just burst in half. Like I could feel my bones like, help me, help me, help me. We are in a position that we don't like. We are about to break. So somehow, someway, by the grace of the universe, my foot slips over the side of the redneck hot tub, and it grips onto land, grips onto cement, and I got a little bit of a grip. From that point, inside, I don't really remember how I got from inside into the living room, but I made it in there, and I slammed that bitch in the sliders, and I didn't go back out there. So then I had this like frog problem out there, this toad problem. I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I let it go for few days, not weeks, a few days. And then I decided, you know what? I'm not afraid of these bitches anymore. I'm going to end this misery right now. And this was after attempts to get somebody out here to take them. I was going to sell them on eBay. I was going to do something. I got millions of tadpoles in here. These bitches are about to turn into fucking frogs soon, and I don't want all these babies fucking hopping around my yard. So I knew I had a ticking time bomb of a situation happening out there. And nobody seemed to want to help me. They thought it was funny. They thought it was just like, oh, whatever, Debbie. Like, it's just no big deal. I'm like, yes, bitch, this is a big deal. All those little black dots are going to be fucking frogs soon. So I was just paranoid. I mean, my house was just, I was not cozy anymore. It was like this, like, demonic place of frog hell to go to. I didn't even want to be home and deal with the situation. I didn't want to face it. I just wanted to, like, have it, take my magic wand and whoop, have it disappear. But obviously, that didn't work. So I decided to go to Walmart and get some chlorine. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fry these bitches and that's it and move on with my day. So I get this powder, this bag of chlorine, and I go out to the lanai, which is you open up my slider and it was like right there. I open up the lanai door and then I start dumping the chlorine into the redneck hot tub. And there's probably about a foot of water in there. About it was heavy enough that I couldn't lift it and just dump it. It's like it was definitely needed to be drained out. So as I'm dumping this powder of chlorine into the redneck hot tub, out of nowhere, the mother lode of all these fucking babies, these tadpoles, comes out of its hiding and goes right on my fucking leg. Like it just like its paws and everything went like that right on me, and it like stuck on me like it was some sort of like sticky ass fucking thing that was just like stuck on me. I mean, it was like it had glue on its fucking paws and it right on me. I freaked the fuck out. Like I mean, I it was so bad of a freak out that I don't even remember it. I blacked out. I blacked out so bad that I woke up. I came back to earth in my shower. So I ended up from the lanai into my bedroom through my bedroom into my shower, woke up coherent in the shower, confused. I was like, whoa, like, what am I doing in the shower? Like, what am I doing in here? And then little by little, like, the terror attack started coming back to me. And I looked out my bedroom floor and I could see a trail of my clothes. It's kind of like I was running towards the shower. And as I was running, I was taking my clothes off, getting ready to just bleach my body in the shower from this frog attack. And then it kind of came to me like, holy fuck, I just got attacked by that fucking frog. And I went out to the living room and I saw the lanai door wide open. My I had a broomstick in my hand too. Broomstick was down on the ground. It just looked like if some sort of murder scene happened where somebody abandoned, didn't clean up the clues in the trail. So I followed back to the lanai and I popped my head out there like, oh my god, where is that bitch? Where did I fling it? Is it in the house? Where did it go? Well, Lord behold, it was floating in the redneck hot tub, all white, and sprawled out just the same way it was sprawled on my leg. So, and so are the rest of all those damn tadpoles. They were all white. They were black? No, they were white. So I got rid of them. I felt kind of bad. I did. Don't get me wrong. But like, come on now. I have endo syndrome, fear of insects and mammals and everything that flies, digs and everything. And here I had to get rid of the situation for my own sanity or I was going to like lose it even more. So I'm sweating, I'm still like, my heart's pulsating. I'm like, just like, fuck. I mean, it was one of those situations where like, fuck, what do I do? Like now that the terror's over, like I felt safe. Like, okay, I feel really safe right now. But then I was like, there's still another, there's a frog dad probably somewhere, or maybe that was the frog mom. I don't know which one it was, but I just knew there was another one out there because it wasn't the end of the road yet. So I still had to get rid of all those corpses out of there, and I think I hired someone to come over to help me to dump that out. And it was just like a frog funeral in my yard, and I just it never looked at that yard the same ever since. That's how bad this terror of frogs is to me. So, needless to say, I haven't got another redneck hot tub in the past 2 years because I just don't want to deal with the fucking chance of me dealing with an infestation of tree frogs again. And I don't even have any fucking trees in the yard either. That's the crazy part. No trees. And how do I have tree frogs? Like, hello, like, where does the name come from? So I decided not to get it. And then this year, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just be a big bitch and stop being a pussy and go get a redneck hot tub because I'm a Pisces and I like to be in the water, blah, 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 blah. So I'm mentally preparing myself for that, but I want to get one. So I'm in the she shed last night working, getting productivity on the road and flowing, vibing, all that stuff, getting shit done. And I've got, I'm in these cute little chairs that we got for the she shed. It looks very formal. And I'm sitting there all minding my own business. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up late working and I I'm on the iPad. I got the iPad on this selfie stick thing that holds itself in the air, waved like it just don't care. And then I've got one for the phone too, and then I've got my other iPhone. And then I have my water bottle in my lap, some other shit. Well, I go to like move something on the iPad, and all of a sudden, this thunk lands on my fucking hand. Okay, and when I say dunk, it was so fast that the moment happened so fast I don't even know what it was, and I shushed it off. My other hand dropped everything or threw everything it had in its hand, and I went and just brushed that bitch off as soon as I could, along with my phone that was in my hand, water bottle, everything went flying. And then boyfriend is underneath me sleeping on the on the floor because he just like walks and sleeps somewhere near me. It was cute. I trampled all over him, and he wakes up all confused because I'm screaming my ass off. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I have the garage door cracked for ventilation of the air conditioner, and I'm screaming out there. I'm like fucking like frazzled, and he's like, he gets up and just like bounces like, bye Felicia. Like he's not dealing with the shit. Bye. He's like, what are you screaming for? And then just like, I'm like, there's a bug or something. And he rolls his eyes. He's out of there. Like Mr. Knight in shining armor can't rescue me out of this situation. Just back, so I'm like left on my own. I'm like, fuck. Like, what do I do? Like, I have to get on my shit and get it out of here because I can't sit out here anymore. I'm ruined. I'm gonna be paranoid. I don't know what hit me or what it was. And then I thought for a minute, maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe this didn't really happen. It's all in my head and I'm delusional. But then, no, I literally felt the slimy ass body of this thing. And so I'm like quickly grabbing shit while I'm looking all around like a fucking 180 like this. My head's going all around. I'm all like shaky. I'm having like heart pulsations and like something's still around here. It's still in here, somewhere around here. And then all of a sudden, as I'm grabbing my shit near the incident, I see it and it jumps from the fan to my selfie stick. It's a fucking frog. And it was like this big. It was another one of those like slimy ass bitches that latched onto you and it fucking came out with vengeance. I bet it's like the mom or dad of that fucking pile that was in the yard. It probably is. It's like that's some frog karma. Oh shit! God. See what I mean? I just mentioned it. It's like frog karma is happening. Okay, dear frogs, I'm sorry that I had to get rid of you and exterminate you, but please leave me alone, even though you need good luck in some cultures. I'll get to the mythology in a second. So I get all the stuff and I go to like grab my selfie stick thing where the iPad is holding it, and that's where that little bitch hops onto. It hops on there and it's about this big. I mean, it's got some girth to it, and I don't know what its next move is. It's obviously a stupid ass to jump on a human. Because there's no way it would have been a lizard. Lizard's got a little bit of a brain in there, I think. These stupid frogs are like boing boing, unless it just fell from the fucking roof. So, and it had good like dunk on me. So this bitch weighs a lot. It's probably pregnant tadpoles. Who knows? So I'm like talking to it. I'm like, don't you dare, but fucker, don't you dare jump on me. You jump on me one more time, I swear to God, I'll squish you right now. I will behead you. I will just ruin your life right now. I'm like screaming. I'm like talking to it like it can really understand me. And because I'm reaching for my shit that it's located by, really sketchy. I'm like trying to like sketch, grab it, and then because I don't know its next move. I don't know if it's gonna jump on me again. I will just destroy the she shed. I will tear down these walls. I mean, this bitch will go downtown really around if that thing jumps on me again. So I grab the shit really quick, and then I bounce. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not leaving that bitch on my selfie stick and letting it like win this war. So I grab this cleaning detergent that's like standing right by me. I turn it from, you know how there's two options on the spray bottle. There's this misting one, and then there's the pressure washer one. Well, I turn it on pressure washer mode, and I was like, "Die, bitch, die!" I'm like shooting it at it, like I got a Glock in my hand or something, like, and it's taking the beating. It's just sitting there like, "That's all you got, bitch. That's all you got." It's just like the whatever spray it was not affecting this bitch at all. It's just still sitting there. So I'm thinking like, great, now I really pissed it off. I pissed it off, and it's gonna come flying back at me. So I hurry up and abandon ship, got the fuck out of there. And I'm like, whew. I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll deal with this in the morning. So I realized I forgot to blow out the candle. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go back out there again. And there's no one to help me go blow out the candle. Everyone's passed out and stuff. So I go like tiptoe with very cautiousness back out to the she shed, tip my head through the curtain. I'm like, oh my gosh, where's that fucker at? I'm looking all around, 180 again. And I go to the selfie stick where it was just chilling, and it's gone. It's fucking gone from there. And now I'm like, oh my God. And the candle is located right where it was perched. And so I just was like, I don't know what to do with my life. Like, I literally just, I don't want the house to burn down. I gotta blow this candle out. The frog's probably gonna tip that candle over and wax glow everywhere and the house will start a fire. That's what I'm thinking this bitch is gonna do. So that's how paranoid I was. So I don't know how I did it, but I had to like grab it with the little like plate that the candle was on, and grab it with this like gripping thing I had, inch it towards me as I'm like paranoid looking around. I'm like, I'm thinking this thing's gonna jump back out at me and attack me. So luckily, thank you, frog fucker, it didn't. I blew the candle out and then I went inside. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. It's just I don't know what my problem is. I mean, supposedly by mythology, frogs mean good luck and mean fertility and all that other shit. But I mean, if it means good luck, then I mean, I have been pretty positive with my things lately. So maybe the encounters with these frogs are something that I need to stop thinking are so negative and be more positive. But no, can't do it. I don't know. You just sit there and be all innocent and working and shit and flowing and vibing on that, and some slimy ass fucker lands on your hand and tell me how you feel. I went in there, washed the shit out of my hands probably like 18 times. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw away the clothes I was wearing, just like soap. And then I'm pissed off. I'm like, great, this fucker just invaded my she shed. Now my she shed has been invaded by frogs. And now I'm gonna have a frog problem again. And I flash back to the tadpole situation. It was like all PTSD. It's that syndrome. I'm telling you. Well, I feel better. I'm not really about discussing this. If you have any sort of frog situation that you've had, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And I want to know if I'm not the only one who gets attacked by frogs. If you've been frogged, let me know. Because maybe we need to start a little community group where everybody who's been frogged, we can discuss our emotions and healing process through this and how we can go forward with not getting frogged again. Because I don't even know how you kill those bitches. They're too big to squish. They're too big. Ugh. I just couldn't even think about it. I don't even know. I mean, if there's some mothballs or something I can use, something organically, an organic approach besides chlorine, I would like to know, how you get rid of those things. I mean, I know they eat insects and all that shit. Who gives a fuck? I'd rather have the insects at this point than those things. Because those just obviously are stupid asses that just jump on anything. So, oh gosh. I mean, imagine if it jumped on my head or something. I can't even think about it. I mean, I don't know. I guess out of all the places for it to jump on me, I guess I'm a little grateful for it jumping on my fucking hand and me swatting it off. But like, ugh, Just can't do it. All right, enough is enough. This is Debbie is reporting live. Make sure you check out thevaginas.com with a Z, and we are accepting new brand ambassadors for events nationwide. And also, if you have an event coming up that you need some brand ambassadors, you can also sign up on thevaginas.com with a Z as well. There's a form on there for events, and there's a form on there for spokesmodels, brand ambassadors, and all that good stuff. So be a part of the Vaginas team, and thank you for tuning in, and peace out, bitches.
Hey, have you heard about the podcast that's got everyone talking? It's called DDRL.